Sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Taco Tuesday.
Hey. How y'all doing out there in Radio Land, Truth Nation? Thank you for joining me this Tuesday, March 26, 2024. And we got guests in the building. We got guests. We got the miracle minister, Kevin, in the building. How you doing, Minister Kevin?
As always, I'm blessed and highly favored.
And we got Miracle Temple's Pastor Melton in the building. How you doing, brother?
I can't complain. God is good.
Hey, look, I got my brothers in the building now. I want to get an update on what was going on with the situation with the young man that shot you while you were driving Uber. A lot of people been contacting me saying, "Hey, Tory, what's going on with Minister Kevin? Where is he at right now with the situation?" And they're not seeing a lot of what took place with you in the media because that was just a terrible situation. And where is it at right now?
Well, where is that right now? Last quarter periods he had was a waiver hearing where they were to waive him over to adult court. Mm-hmm. That was on February 27th, my daughter's birthday. We sat in the courtroom for about 2.5 hours and probably had about 30 seconds tops mentioning my case.
30 seconds?
Yeah. They talked about my case. And the DA said that, in this case here, he shot the man 7 times. So, like, you say one thing, and that's not even correct. So I'm not sure how you plan on proceeding with this case when you never got correct information. And I told her that wasn't correct the day before the hearing. I said, that's not the right information. And she's never seeked to get any information from me still.
So you haven't been interviewed?
Still haven't been interviewed by the police. Haven't been interviewed by the DA's office.
Let's slow this down for just a little bit. You get shot multiple times.
6 times, and each one of the bullets were in and out. So I have 12 bullet wounds.
You never was approached or asked anything from the police. They never talked to you.
I never talked to the police. Not as far as I know, unless they came. Like, there was a point of time in the hospital that I wasn't aware of anything. Like, my wife said that I would open my eyes, and that would be about it.
Right.
I didn't know what was going on. That was when it first happened.
But she was there when the police was in the room. Did the police ever?
I never seen the police.
They never came to the hospital.
They came to the hospital. They was there before my wife got there.
Okay.
They were there to let her know what happened, even though they didn't have the right information there either. You know, they met her at the hospital, and they was pretty much writing me off for dead. They asked her if she wanted a priest.
Oh, wow.
Because they was thinking I was going to be dead.
Okay. You come back around. Like, somehow you come back around from this.
Yeah.
You was never approached by any detective or anybody to ask you what took place that night?
Never. Since I've been conscious, I would say. Now, if they came and interviewed me while I was unconscious, I won't know because I was.
But your wife would have been there to see that.
But she never seen that either.
Right. Wow. Okay, so now this young 15-year-old, when did you realize what happened to you? Like, when did you realize that it was a 15-year-old that done this to you?
When I seen it on the news.
What? So you saw it on the news that a young man, a 15-year-old, had done this to you. Now, did you have any conscious recollection of what happened that night?
Yes.
What happened that night?
Yeah, I was driving Uber. He was my pickup. I drove to the place, 55th and Custer. I pulled up to 2 individuals standing outside there waiting for me. And they opened the back passenger door, and they had masks on. I'm like, I know you guys should get in my car with a mask on.
So this happened at the pickup?
Yes.
Not at the drop-off?
At the pickup.
Okay, so as soon as you get there to pick them up, some people with masks approached you?
Yes.
So they never got in the vehicle?
I don't know.
I mean, they eventually took the
no,
vehicle, right?
Yeah. They didn't get in before anything happened to me. They wasn't inside. They didn't like get in and start doing things. They opened the door and that was it.
So they grabbed your your driver's door and opened it.
I don't think so. They opened the back passenger side. Now, somewhere along the line, they did open the driver's side door and took me outside of it, outside the vehicle.
What was the last thing that went through that you seen that went through your mind before, before you woke up in the hospital?
Laying on the ground, hear somebody call on the phone with 911, and they reached my pocket, got my wallet, gave me my information.
When you realized that it was a 15-year-old young man that had done this to you, and you saw this on the news, so nobody came to you and told you any information.
No.
You have not been approached to
My information as far as what's going on with the case, with the apprehension of him and everything, come from the news.
What?
They did not come from the DA's office, have not come from my advocate, and have not come from the police department.
So was there a detective assigned to the case?
I think there's 2 female detectives, according to my wife. There's 2 female detectives assigned to the case.
They didn't leave your wife a card?
Yeah, I think one of them name was Martinez or something. I'm not sure. But they never came and talked to me. They said one was at the hospital and one was at the crime scene, I believe. That's what my wife told me.
How long was it after the shooting that they apprehended the 15-year-old? So was it 2 people or was it 1?
I see 2 that with the door open. I see 2.
Okay. So
That's
2 people involved. They only talking about 1.
Yes.
The 15-year-old.
Yes.
How long was it from the time of the shooting to the time they got the 15-year-old in custody?
I'm not sure. It was still the same month of October, so it had to be less than 3 weeks. So it was pretty quick though. It was pretty quick because they found. I guess they made the call to Uber and found out who the rider was.
Right.
And they used that contact to find out who the person was, and they found my vehicle a block away from their house.
You look on the news. You see that it's a young man. You are an active citizen when it comes to dealing with the youth. You work with basketball programs. You do things with the Running Rebels. What's going through your mind at the time once you realize the age of this young man?
Well, I knew they were young by seeing them when they opened the door. I see that they were young people. I knew that. Their age, I did not know would be 15. Kind of shocked, kind of disappointed that, people allow their 15-year-olds to be out all the time. Like this at 2:40 in the morning on a school night. And people allow their kids to be out like that, doing whatever it is they want to do. And he's already had several offenses. This is nowhere near his first offense.
And you picked this information about being in court.
Yeah.
Listening to what was going on.
Right.
So when you say you had previous incidents, like what? Reckless driving? What?
No, carjackings.
Carjackings?
Mugging people.
Like violent crimes?
Yeah, violent. Everything was violent.
Wow. So this young man has a list of violent crimes already on his name.
Yes.
Got to a point where he almost took your life.
I believe like 7 offenses in the last 2 years, since he was 13.
And you heard this from sitting in court?
Yes. They probably don't want me to talk about it, but so what? Do your job. How you got to.
Okay, so now they're saying that, we're going to keep him in juvenile court.
Well, like I said, they spent 2.5 hours minus 30 seconds talking about his past, and they had doctors that was on Zoom and everything saying that he was saying he probably should have been waived. For what I gathered from what doctors said, they were saying that he probably should be waived. They had a social worker there saying that there's been a disconnect in communication with the parent, trying to reach his mother. They can never reach him. He's doing things like cutting off bracelets and everything. He just had something that's with him just 4 days prior to this. You know, he constantly just doing whatever.
Okay,
he
is he out or is he in?
I asked my advocate that question after they told me they're not going to waive him. I said, "Is he in custody?" She said, "Yes, he's in custody." But people have told me they see social media activities of him being at a birthday party somewhere. Maybe that was I don't know.
Right.
They showed that he was at a birthday party at the Capitol Grill, something like that.
What?
Yeah.
All right. This is what bothers me. You have lack of information. You don't have anybody working with you as far as like trying to keep you up to brisk. And then has violent issues prior to this, and they're having a hearing, and your situation was only talked about for 30 seconds.
Yes, I'm there. I wasn't allowed to bring but one person in the courtroom, even though there was like 5 people there with me. I was only able to bring one person in. They had seats available for them. They just wouldn't let me bring nobody with one person.
But wasn't your situation the reason they was having the hearing?
I thought it was.
So what was they having the hearing about?
About everything in his past.
But what about your situation? That's attempted murder. That's attempted homicide.
I thought it would be that too. He didn't get charged with that. He got
Wow.
charged with reckless injury. I'm like, what's reckless about shooting somebody 6 times? Where's the recklessness come in that? And then, like, if you don't have any information, what injury are you talking about? Can you tell the court, the jury, anybody what my injuries are? I asked them that on the phone. They don't know.
Now, you're a minister in the community.
Yes.
Documented, dealing with organizations, helping the youth, trying to be a conduit for change.
Yes.
And this happens. You would think that would factor in as far as the way that they would go after somebody that would viciously harm somebody that was a productive member in the community.
Productive for who? Not for them.
I'm just saying for the community. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you got to be a community that they care about. Obviously, ours is not one that they care about.
Wow.
They didn't harm one that they own. They harmed somebody that they care less about. The people doing this kind of stuff is really working for them, working in their favor.
We got Pastor Melton in the building from Miracle Temple. What do you think about all this when you hear this happening as a clergy, as somebody that's active in the community, and you're watching this situation?
It's hard to wrap your mind around it, Tory. I mean, it's so much that you think about, that you speculate on. You wonder if the child is connected to people in high places.
I wondered that too. I did. That's the first thing came to me in the other mind. Like, who do he know? He got to know somebody.
I mean, especially if he's causing multiple violent situations in the community to the point where they talk about a homicide for 30 seconds. Not even, and didn't even elaborate on it.
They had the information wrong.
So that's one thing you think about, because why is he more protected than Kevin is?
Truth Nation, if you want to tune in live, we are broadcasting live on 101.7 The Truth on YouTube. We got Minister Kevin in the building. We got Miracle Temple's Pastor Melton in the building. Minister Kevin was shot multiple times by a young 15-year-old in the city of Milwaukee, and we're discussing where the situation is at. This happened several months ago. Yes. And now you don't have a clue on what's going on. You don't even know if he's going to trial for the attempted shooting.
He has a pre-trial conference on Monday, April 8th at 1:30 in front of Laura Gravely Perez, the circuit court judge. At the last hearing we had, well, like I said, that was to waive him over. He didn't have anybody on his side of the family there to support him, and I only was able to bring one person in. It's like, so you must have more room if his family couldn't be here. There's room right there. But no, I don't think it's going to go far, to be honest with you, because my advocate told me months ago, sometime last year, that he's probably going to get about 1 year. And what I see, where they working things now, I see that coming.
And this is what your advocate said.
That's what my advocate told me. He probably will get about a year.
And the advocate worked with the police department.
Works with the DA.
Look, when we come back, I want to hear, Minister Kevin, I want to hear what you think needs to be done. I want to hear what you think needs to be done and what can the community do to help assist in the efforts to get justice, because at this point, a lot of this is just not making sense. Truth Nation, when we come back, we're in the building with Minister Kevin. We're in the building with Miracle Temple Pastor Melton. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke.
Truth Nation, join the Truth Team on Saturday, April 13th for our 3rd annual Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. We want you to go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to sign up and be a volunteer to help keep Milwaukee clean. Everyone who joins will get a free lunch provided by Cousin Subs. Register today at truthcommunitycleanup.com. That is truthcommunitycleanup.com to clean and beautify our city together. The Truth Community Cleanup is sponsored by Cousin Subs.
0% interest for up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. I'm Gina Della from Pella. Pella's free in-home consultations make replacing or redesigning your windows and doors easy. We go beyond just measuring and handing you a quote. We take the time to listen and educate you on all your product options. And with DesignWorks, you can see what your home will look like before you buy.
It's 1017 The Truth's Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors. If you've been waiting to replace broken windows and doors, or you want to revitalize your home with a new look, now's the time to get it done. Because from now until March 31st, you get 0% interest up to 3 years at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. That's right. Pella now, pay later, 3 years later, in fact. Pella can also customize, providing nearly endless possibilities, maximum design flexibility, featuring dramatic sizes, custom colors, finishes, profiles, product types, everything. Order by March 31st and get 0% interest for up to 3 years. Set your free consultation at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below and can prevent a hazardous situation. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. So remember, stay safe and call before you dig.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed.
Right.
They want to know how far are you driving to get to and from work every day.
Mm-hmm.
They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. It needs you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
Concordia Red Elephant Chocolate. Dive into a world of exquisite chocolate delights during their Easter celebration sale. The RedElephantChocolate.com Easter collection is a treasure trove of handcrafted chocolates, creamy truffles, and more, all waiting to add magic to your celebration. Enjoy special discounts, perfect for gifting or indulging. But you better hurry, because this sale is only for a limited time. Make your Easter extra sweet and visit RedElephantChocolate.com today.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Double up 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up. I ain't telling no lies, I just, yeah. I ain't telling no lies, I just 5, 4, 3, 2, that's time.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We in the building with the Miracle Minister, Minister Kevin, and Miracle Temple Pastor Melton in the building. We talking about a horrible situation that took place a couple months back where Minister Kevin was shot multiple times while driving Uber, and there was a young man involved in this situation, and Minister Kevin has been to court. He doesn't like what he's hearing, and this young man, from what Minister Kevin is telling me, has priors of violent issues that have taken place. But now it had added up to the point where you almost lost your life. I'm just happy that you're alive right now.
That is the blessing. That's the miracle. That's a miracle that I am. To be shot so many times at close range, and looking at my medical reports and seeing that it wasn't just a shooting, that I had trauma on my chest, as if someone was kicking on me in my chest. Because there's no bullet wound on my left side of the chest, but there was a lot of trauma there. Trauma with my face because my jaw broken and everything.
Oh, wow. And you just held up. Your jaw just held up.
It's still healing. It's a long way from healing. Long way. Years away from healing.
And you lost your hearing in the process, too.
I have no hearing in my right ear at all. I just had a phone call just this morning from the doctor's office. They want to do 2 more surgeries. So I had 3 surgeries done already. And they called me this morning. They want to do 2 surgeries on my ear. Not that I'll ever recover a hearing there. They want to put an ocular implant inside my head. $150,000 surgery.
1129 says, Tory, how is it that they are prosecuting this 15-year-old when Minister Kevin is saying 2 people? Like, you got 2 people involved, but the 15-year-old is the only one that's being charged with something from the situation.
He's being charged with first-degree reckless injury, party to the crime. Which, again, if you know he's party to the crime, you know there's someone else.
Right.
Why don't you get the other person?
So there's another person out here involved in this situation that possibly could be on the run.
Could be on the run. Could be,
or just not being implemented in the situation.
He could be trying to get me. I don't have any protection. Tory, I never told you this, but when I first came here, we done the radio show here. My wife was here.
Mm-hmm.
We left the car parked on Michigan, around the corner. We went back to the car. Somebody broke in the car. They didn't break any windows, but someone broke in the car and went through everything on the floor. Everything in the glove compartment, everything in the center console, everything was on the floors.
What? Wait a minute. You saying the last time you was on the air,
here,
you left out and your car was broken into?
Yes.
What? They didn't take anything?
No. There's nothing value in there. But they didn't break any windows, so I don't know how they got in. But everything in there was on the floor. Front seat and back seat.
Oh, wow. Now, who's the DA handling this?
The DA is Annie Luck, L-O-U-K.
Annie Luck?
Yes, L-O-U-K. That's her name.
And it's a female?
Yes.
And she's dealing with this situation?
If you want to call it that.
Wow. The thing is, what I don't like is that when you have people affected by violence in the community and people are able to commit violent injuries to somebody, shooting them, and then they may get a slap on the wrist. That doesn't sit well with me. What do you think justice looks like? What do you want to happen in this situation?
Tory, I've stated before, and I stand on it, that I forgive the young man for what he done. But forgiveness doesn't absolve you from whatever penalties that you have to face. Yes, you are forgiven, but you still have to face your day in court. You still have to face the right charges, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Charge him according to what he's done. Don't overcharge him. Don't undercharge him. Just according to what he had done in the case. It was an attempted homicide, so charge him as such. Don't tell me we gonna try to waive him and then change the charges to that. No, charge him right now. But see, that's
attempted
what they were
murder.
Attempted murder. That's what he did. It was attempted murder. You don't shoot somebody 6 times and say, oops.
Right.
It was not reckless at all.
And let me get this straight, because you said that your advocate that works with the DA's office.
That's Barbara Ramos.
Who?
Barbara Ramos.
It's another female.
Yes.
So 2 females.
And a judge, female, 3.
So 3 females involved in this.
Yes.
White or black?
I don't know if they got any black people working there.
I'll say all white.
Yeah.
Okay, so your advocate told you that this kid may get a year.
Yes.
To your face.
No, I didn't see her. First time I seen her was during the court, February 27th. The first time I seen her, she told me over the phone that I was walking into one of my 43 doctor's appointments I've had since I've been out the hospital. I was walking into the doctor's office. She was on the phone. She said, "Hey, you could probably get about a year." So I couldn't talk to her. Yeah. So I couldn't talk to her anymore because I had to go into to see the doctor.
For attempted murder.
Yes. So they don't see the ramifications of it. Like, like I say,
wow.
I been in the hospital for 3 weeks. I had 3 surgeries at the hospital. I've had at least 43, probably more now, doctor's visits since I've been out. And still, I just canceled one yesterday because, I couldn't make it to it. There's so many more. I got that. Like I said, they called today to schedule another one. And I got a couple more set up. I mean, it's endless. It's endless. So many appointments. But they don't see all that. All they see, what I think they see, Tory, honestly, is that when I walked into the courtroom there, that the judge said, well, he's okay. So
he made it.
Yeah, so I don't have to be harsh with him because he's okay.
Oh, wow.
That's what I honestly feel. So now, because I'm blessed to be here, that means my blessings roll off with him too. That he ain't got to face the correct charges. He ain't got to be charged as an adult as he should have been.
Because you're okay.
Yeah, right. You want to reap the benefits of God blessing me. So we can let this slide because it ain't serious because he's okay, but I'm not okay.
Is there a GoFundMe set up? That's what they're asking in the chat. Peacock is in the chat, says the DA sounds dirty. Prayers up, brother. Do you have a GoFundMe? How can the community support you in this fight for justice right now?
Oh, the GoFundMe, no, there has never been a GoFundMe. There was supposed to be one, but it never happened. People that was going to do it never got it set up. Mm-hmm. So there's never been a GoFundMe. I wish it would have been. Like I say, there's countless visits, and they're not free.
Right.
Of course, I can't work, but I'm not asking anybody for a handout. But that would have been a great help. But as far as community can help, I love what White Widow done. Went to go see the DA, even though they did some techniques to stop her from making a point. Right. Saying they needed my birthday, otherwise they can't do it. January 12th, 1965. January 12th, 1965. If anybody want to go down there, that's my birthday. Mm-hmm. So if people want to contact the DA's office, call and speak to Andy Luck, L-O-U-K. I know yesterday you was on the show, you was talking about Hamilton, Ashanti Hamilton.
Right.
So a friend of mine had reached out to Ashanti Hamilton to let him know what happened with me.
Does he have a violence prevention?
Yes, he did give me a call. He called me and we talked for about 40-something minutes, And he said,
he good with talking.
Yeah, he said he wanted to look into.
He was talking to me.
Right.
But he ain't do nothing. Hey.
Well, not as of yet he hasn't, but I haven't reached back out to him, but he said he was going to look into the case and everything and see what he could do. But
how long ago was that?
A couple of months ago.
The last time I heard from him was a couple months ago when January. I was trying to. Hey, bruh. All right, look, Minister Kevin, I'm gonna give one more segment, and I want to talk about is what is going on with you and what you're trying to do still, because you recovered and you back trying to get involved in the things you've been doing.
Yes.
Why are you still motivated to get back and start working and doing what you always have done?
Because if
hold on, we're going to talk
Okay.
about it when we get back. Hey, look, Truth Nation, we got the Miracle Minister Kevin in the building. We got Miracle Temple Pastor Melton in the building. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Whether you're an artist playing accountant, a barista trying to be a bean counter, or a student just looking to get started, the UW Credit Union app lets you be free to be you. With free credit scores, free online bill pay, and the ability to send money to friends. Because with fewer fees, you can do more of what you love. UW Credit Union, here for every you. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between The Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Milwaukee Police Department Captain Mahia about her journey through law enforcement and the importance of police building legitimacy in the community. Again, that's the Community Spotlight with the Milwaukee Police Department this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Women's History Month. Listen to one of our incredible Truth teammates highlight the remarkable achievements of Black women throughout history.
To celebrate this year's Women's History Month, I'd like to take time to honor Judge Constance Baker Motley. When I think of Judge Motley, I think of one word: pioneer. She was a trailblazing American civil rights activist, lawyer, and jurist. Breaking barriers throughout her illustrious career, she played a pivotal role in the legal battles that reshaped the landscape of racial equality in the United States. Born on September 14, 1921 in New Haven, Connecticut, she faced racial discrimination but excelled academically. In 1943, she became the first Black woman to graduate from Columbia Law School, setting the stage for her groundbreaking legal career. Freshly out of law school, Motley worked as a law clerk for Thurgood Marshall within the NAACP's Legal Defense and Educational Fund. She quickly gained recognition for her skills in the courtroom, playing a crucial role in desegregation cases, including the landmark Brown v. Board of Education in 1954. Motley's brilliance continued to shine through as she broke new ground as the first Black woman elected to the New York State Senate in 1964. And a year later, she broke another barrier as President Lyndon B. Johnson appointed her as the first Black female federal judge in the country. Judge Motley's impact and legacy can still be felt today, even outside of the courtroom. She's inspired generations to continue to fight for justice and equality. Thank you, Judge Motley, for being a phenomenal woman and a pioneer.
Tune in to The Truth as we celebrate the greatness of Black women all month long. The celebration of women's history on The Truth is sponsored by the Milwaukee Police Department.
It's your boy, Tory Lowe from The Tory Lowe Show. Tap in for that action. Listen to The Truth all day, every day by downloading the Truth app or stream on Spotify, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Stitcher. Milwaukee Black Talk 1017 The Truth.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Go. 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. In the studio with Miracle Minister Kevin and Miracle Temple Pastor Melton in the building. We've been talking about the situation that took place where Minister Kevin was shot multiple times by a 15-year-old while Ubering, going to pick for a pickup, I guess, at the pickup point.
Yes.
And through it all, you have been going through this healing process. How's the healing process been going? What's going on with you health-wise?
It's going to be a long road to recovery because most of the damage that I have right now, okay, main thing is the hearing. Whenever, according to the doctor, whenever we'll recover hearing in that ear, that's why they want to do an ocular implant. So then everything sounds robotic to me. Everything sounds like a machine, and it's not like you get real voice out of that ear when they do it. The operation itself, you have to cut my ear almost off, the back of it off, flap it over, put a device between my skull and my skin, and tie it into my cochlea inside my ear, and then on the outside it'd be a hearing aid with a short cord to it, with a device that would attach to the part inside my head through a magnet. So I have a giant button on the back of my head forever.
Oh,
you know, and still won't have decent hearing with that. But it takes about a year to get used to that. My nerve damage is in both of my hands, that I can't use my hands properly. I don't have any strength in my hands a lot. Even trying to open up a jar, I had to get a jar to my wife to open it up because I can't even do that. You know, and it could be anywhere between 3 and 9 years before my nerves recover.
It's Uber. Did this happen with Uber?
Yes.
And are they involved in this? Have you contacted Uber? Have they sent you any type of, letters or anything like that? Have you sent them any letters? What's going on?
No, I thought it would be wise not to be involved with what Uber has to say. But I got a lawyer.
Right.
Say B. Ivy Lamar, great lawyer here.
Okay, that's what's up. Salute to B. Ivy Lamar, Milwaukee native, civil and human rights attorney.
Yes, so he's representing me with Uber.
Okay, so basically he's handling that.
Yes, he has an Uber, and not the case, because that's not anything that he needs to look at right now. Maybe later on it will be.
Mm-hmm.
But right now he's just dealing with Uber.
Okay. Also, you're starting to make your mobility is starting to come back. How are you getting back involved? How are you getting back involved? Or do you feel like I don't feel like dealing with the community right now?
No, tomorrow night I will be at Coffee Makes You Black. They having, because I referee, I'm the senior referee for Skills Creams, the basketball league.
Right.
And they have an owners meeting.
Which is a youth league.
Yes. You have our youth up from like 13 up to 18. Once they're 18, they phase out of it. But we have a lot of people that came through there being very successful. They was on MATC's basketball team that just won national, the JUCO.
Hey.
We have persons from our league that was on there. Yeah. We have people on the league that make it to college playing basketball. So it is helpful. We do be there for these people, give them an outlet for their activities. Like I was just telling Pastor, we was out there, like they got a lot of activities here at Third Street Market for real young people.
Right.
Not for our people, though, but for real young people here. But they need something in the city to get them something to do as well. We don't have that. We don't have
a lot
anything.
of people say NPS got a lot of activities that people are not taking a part of, but I say that those was the ones that was around when I was coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, have we innovated?
We still do the same thing. I used to go to play basketball at the gym
right.
when I was young, 40 years.
And now all kids want to play basketball or sports or,
right.
A lot of kids are more artistic. A lot of kids are more creative. They want more technological ideas, things like that.
Give them some studios. A lot of them love rap music.
Right.
They love singing. They love playing music. Give them some studios to go into that they got to spend $300-$500 for studio time. Allow them to come in and demonstrate their skills and make it out of Milwaukee doing something successful.
Right.
Instead of just sending them out of Milwaukee because you send them to Walpond or you send them to Dodge. That's the only place we want to send our youth, We send them to a juvenile facility. Let's do something for them here. Like I say, I will be there and I will be speaking with team owners. One of the owners is has a shop right now here, Mr. Dye's Pies.
Right.
Shout out to him.
Right here in the 3rd Street Market.
Right. Shout out to him. He gave me a free slice of pie today. Not for a promo, but, they always been good. I like Mr. Dye's Pies, and they come in. They always come through. They have youth on their team that they try to as well have mentors that keep them out of trouble. So when I see this 15-year-old, I see it's just somebody that's been missed and missed several times because, like I said, he had so many different charges. At what point do we pay him attention and say, let's get this youth involved in something other than just say we put a bracelet on, stay at home, or go through this little program that's not going to change your behavior at all. Get them involved in something. Give them something. Give them a job somewhere so he ain't got to be out robbing people.
It seemed like they letting him back out so he can do more damage.
But I mean,
without rehabilitation.
Right. So when you find somebody just starting doing that, that's the time you intercede. You want to do it before then.
Right.
But if somebody's still through the crack, then that's when you pay up special attention. We're not going to let you be progressive in your destructive behavior. Stop it now. We'll give you some alternative. Running Rebels has that. Cream City has that. Everybody, there's a lot of organizations out there. It's not just those two. A lot of organizations that will help our youth. You can just find somebody on your block.
How come we don't know all the outlets and resources? Many times when I deal with young people, it seems like the family is like they don't know where to take these children. Maybe when they're acting up in the house, they be like, maybe I should call the police on this child.
Maybe they're not trying.
You know what I mean?
They're looking for a quick fix, and calling the police is a quick fix. Helping somebody to be healed is a lot harder than until you get out of here, call the police on you, I'm done with you, I wash my hands, whatever you say. That's all easy. It's always easier to quit than it is to put in the hard work.
All right. Well, anything that you want to say to Truth Nation, because I think that I'm trying to make sure that we get a full understanding of what you feel that needs to take place when it comes to this situation in particular with you, and how can Truth Nation get involved? And you say call the DA.
Call the DA and see why they're not doing a thorough investigation or requiring the police, because it's the police job, not the DA's job, to do the investigation. So call them and ask them, or you can call the police department. Why are you guys investigating this here crime? Something that happened. When one of your guys got shot, you charged a guy with 7 counts of attempted homicide, and he didn't even shoot at 7 people. Just 7 shots, so each bullet gets his own count. But this guy, he get 6 shots, and he don't get charged with any counts of attempted homicide. So when it happens to one of your own, then you investigate. But when it happens to somebody else, you're like, oh, well, that's what you expect in the hood. So you just let it go. So, yeah, reach out to the police department, reach out to the DA's office, the court system, find out, and hold these people responsible. If they're not doing their job, quit voting them in. The judges, too. The judges not doing their job, quit voting them in.
We talk about that all the time.
It has to happen.
Everything is on a hamster wheel in our community. We keep doing the same thing over and over again, but yet we still have people coming in saying what you're saying. Stop doing it.
Stop doing it. It ain't working.
But they gonna keep doing it. All right, look. When we come back, we got some talk to text I want to read. I got some people in the talk to text that wants to communicate with you. I also got some people in the chat, and we got callers calling in. They got questions, 833-212-1017. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. We got the minister, Kevin, in the building, the miracle minister in the building, and we got Pastor Melton of Miracle Temple in the building. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Milwaukee, we are in the heart of the basketball season, and we have all the local hoops news you need to hear. Get your weekly smile on with our Nothing But the Truth Basketball Report, brought to you by Bouban Orthodontics. On Nothing But the Truth, we'll keep you in the loop on all the local Milwaukee hoops news, from high school all the way to the pros. So don't miss your shot to join in on the hoops talk by tuning into the Truth Basketball Report on Nothing But the Truth, right here on the new award-winning 1017 The Truth, brought to you by Bouban Orthodontics, the official smile of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.heat.help.
When it comes to getting the smile of your dreams, you can't just trust anyone. So look no further than Bubon Orthodontics. Bubon Orthodontics is Wisconsin's #1 Invisalign provider and has been providing the best value for braces and Invisalign since 1993. With 15 convenient locations, you're sure to find one in your area. Schedule your free consultation today. Call or text 262-522-7447 or visit bubonortho.com. Bubon Orthodontics, a family treating families.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below and can prevent a hazardous situation. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. So remember, stay safe and call before you dig.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance. And you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote. Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. We done seen it all. Done it all. We don't trust it. Word of my P. Bro, these
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got the Miracle Minister Kevin in the building. We got Miracle Temple Pastor Melton in the building. Minister Kevin, we got some talk to text. 8200 says, I'm a Lyft driver and Uber driver, and there are areas I won't service. I pray for a full recovery, Minister Kevin. 4038 says, Tory, just wondering, they want to charge a 10-year-old as an adult, but the teenager not. Shaking my head. Make it make sense.
One thing you cannot do is understand a miracle and understand insanity. You try to use the same thought to understand something that's insane. A 10-year-old, I don't even see.
And they referring to the 10-year-old that shot his mother,
right?
That they waived to a dog. I mean, I think they waived him, and now they trying to have a trial to put him back.
Yes, they had to reverse waiver. They had to reverse
waiver to put him back in children's court, but he was in adult court faster than you could say imbecile.
He made it there, man. It's crazy. He went there right away. There was no thought process.
Right.
He's an adult. You know, he's 10 though, waking up early in the morning, and he does something that he probably regret. But you know, he don't have the mindset of an adult. How you charge him as an adult? Where you go put him at in prison at 10 years old?
You would have thought that the 10-year-old would have had he's a but the 15-year-old get the leniency.
15-year-old who has several cases. As far as I know, that's the first case with a 10-year-old. But he had issues though, mental issue, whatever everybody say, mental health issues.
Right.
But
the 10-year-old.
But this guy, 15-year-old, been committing felonies since he was 13, and still he's out in the street to do whatever he want to do. No repercussions. You think all we got to do is put you in, put a bracelet on you, and that's gonna solve the whole situation. Well, he cut the bracelet off and still was out there committing crimes.
Wow.
Where's the justice system at then? Why aren't you coming to get him?
And the advocate told you he was just gonna get a year.
A year.
Ha! Okay, we got White Widow on the lines. White Widow, you on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Afternoon, Tory. Afternoon.
How you doing, White
Kevin?
Widow?
How are you doing? I'm doing better. I'm glad to hear him on the air. I'm glad to hear that he's bringing this issue forward. I want, Truth Nation to know, when Minister Kevin, he's talking, he's articulate, he's conscious, but let's look at this. He was shot 6 times. The body was not made to be shot. Every one of those bullets penetrated his internal skin. Every part of that body is now screaming, what happened? And it is struggling to either fight it or heal it. He talked about losing his hearing, his equilibrium. Yeah, maybe he is not unconscious, but think about that, Truth Nation. Would you rather, maybe, I don't know, like Elizabeth said, it's a death of 1,000 cuts. Minister Kevin's got disabilities all over, and each one of them are going to take care and individual treatment, and the monies are going to be astronomical. This is the number one reason for bankruptcy in our country is these type of catastrophic things. Minister Kevin, I'm glad you gave me your birth date because I'm going back down there. And also, I'm glad you gave me the names. We have Advocate Ramos. I'd like to question, and let's do it in writing. And if you don't mind, I'll go forward. I know you're busy, and I'm doing a couple pardons, and so I'm down there a lot. But we have to put it in writing with Ms. Ramos and Loud. Number one, we need the criminal complaint and the information, both of which comes prior to a conviction. These are authorized documents. And the fact of the matter is, I don't understand why you haven't seen that. Let's remember, Ramos is an advocate of the DA. This is the same DA that is treating you like this because this crime didn't occur in Waukesha.
Oh, wow.
Well, White Widow, thank you. I appreciate you coming to the hospital with everything, leaving a gift, love offering. I appreciate all that. I appreciate all that. It is a difference. Like, it is because of who you are that they decide how they go charge the person. If they don't care about the victim, why care about the assailant, whatever they done? You know, let him stay out there, and he's continuing to work for us. If he's doing things that, if he's eliminating people that look like me, that's working on their behalf. Why stop that? Let him go. Let him loose. He's doing our work. You know,
let them keep terrorizing the community.
It's not their community. It makes their community look even better. When companies want to come here and they see, well, look at Milwaukee, they out here shooting everybody. You can't even take a Lyft or an Uber to work. You know, so now bring y'all companies out here to our community. We got you. Get us the jobs. You know, everything affects it. Crime is what affects where companies come at. Crime affects where people buy houses at. So all that plays into account. So you got people that used to work against us, say like the Klan. You know, they take positions of authority now in the police department, in the courthouses, in the DA's office, and they do their work from there. They don't have to put hoods on anymore to come burn down your house. They can get somebody to do it for you.
Oh, wow. Well, I appreciate you for coming through, Miracle Minister Kevin. We want to keep everybody updated on this, so those that have been concerned, continue to keep Minister Kevin in your prayers for healing. And I appreciate you, Pastor Melton, for being by his side every step of the way and being a great friend during this process. It's just powerful to watch how you guys have been able to get through this terrible situation, and we're going to continue to follow up on this situation. We want justice for Minister Kevin, and the thing is, we want people to get what's just, and what needs to be done is that this young 15-year-old needs to face the accurate charges. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now, they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hits segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
I'm Julian Johnson. A major bridge in Baltimore has collapsed after a container ship collided into it early this morning. Officials say several vehicles fell into the river. Rescuers are looking for at least 7 different people. The ship looks to have hit one of the supports for the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Video on social media show the structure breaking apart in several places before plummeting to the water. Mayor Brandon Scott says the focus is on rescue efforts.
There will be a time to discuss about a bridge and how we get a bridge back up. But right now, there are people in the water that we have to get out, and that's the only thing we should be talking about.
As of this morning, Baltimore Fire Chief James Wallace says 2 people have been pulled out of the water so far, and 1 is in critical condition. Heavily armed federal authorities raiding homes belonging to rapper and entertainment mogul Sean Diddy Combs on Monday. Law enforcement authorities saying the investigation involves allegations of human trafficking. Combs has also had multiple allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking. Here's ABC News senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky.
As alleged, Combs plied her with drugs and alcohol. She fell into dangerous addictions. He took control of her life, everything from her health care to her career opportunities, would beat her, became a domestic abuser, and then completing what Cassie in her lawsuit calls his perverse control of her. Diddy ordered her to have sex with other men and effectively trafficked her for sex with others while he watched.
Combs has denied all sexual assault and trafficking allegations. On April 2nd, voters will have to choose whether they want to pay more taxes to MPS. If the $252 million referendum doesn't pass, programs such as music and art may be cut. TMJ4 News' Sydney Ure spoke to voters about these programs.
Coming from me, it helped me get through elementary, middle school, even high school going on. It's like a form of, I would say, therapy. If they don't have music, the world is just like, I would say, bland.
If the referendum passes, taxpayers would have to pay about $216 per $100,000 home value. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on 1017 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
The reason I believe that racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind F us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah, Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We about that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show today. And we got a guest. We got Carlos Turner. Carlos Turner is the founder of Win Lose, an organization that shows youth living in economically and socially stressed neighborhoods are capable of overcoming their obstacles to achieve success and positive outcomes.
Yes, sir. Yes,
hey, how you doing, Carlos?
I'm doing well. What about yourself?
Hey, so you recently got a proclamation from the city.
Yes, sir.
And you have a day.
Yeah, my day is April 1st.
So your day is April 1st. And what are you doing with the youth? First of all, explain to Truth Nation, what do you do with the youth?
Well, my organization is a community-based organization. We just give them an opportunity to actually, build a better version of themselves. Let them know that they're not the living in situations and the things like that they're in don't actually have to be what you display out in the community. So we give them like self-discipline activities. We just like go through a character reboost program.
So you're dealing with children, some of the troubled youth.
Yeah, any
youth.
Yeah, any youth that.
Okay, so they come through your program, and many times when we talk about mentorship, you got to be consistent.
Most definitely.
You got to be there every day.
Oh yeah.
You can't with kids. If you want to deal with kids, you got to be with them all the time. Like. Kind of like the second parent.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You somebody's uncle, dad,
right.
All types of stuff.
So how do you make these bonds with these young people? Like they're coming in, they're looking at you for mentorship, they're looking at you for guidance. How do you make the bond? How do you break that barrier?
Well, it's just like with the youth right now, a lot of people just not listening to them. Mm-hmm. So I just give them an opportunity to use their voice, and that's what I'm really big on, just teaching them how to use their voice in a way that they can be received. Sometimes we tell kids, hey, use your voice, but we never tell them the proper way to do it. So that's what my organization is doing, letting them know, like, hey, you can say a lot of great things. You can mean a lot of things, but if you're not actually saying it the way they need to, somebody for them to receive it, then it's going to be hard for them to give you what you want to do, what you want to achieve. So just telling them how to actually just use their voice, be a better version of themselves, and to get the things that they actually want out of them, to become, great human beings, just trying to restore the humanity back in the community.
How did you get involved? When was the day that you woke up and was like, okay, this is what I'm finna do. I'm finna help these youth recognize their full potential. How did you become an organizer?
Well, I've been doing this. I've been in the school system for 20 years now. Mm-hmm. I've been a barber also the same amount of time. So I just seen all types of kids, different.
So you giving out the free haircuts at the park and all?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah, we do community cleanups.
When we do a True Family Fest, we're going to have a barber there to cut some hair.
Yeah, I got a couple different barbers we can bring.
Hey, you heard that, sure. DJ Brother Z.
Yeah, lock me in.
Oh, that's what's up.
For sure. No, just being able to see how these kids are, and then during the pandemic, that's when I built my organization, because it was like I've been doing it one-on-one basis for a long time, like just helping them out, little things that they need from day to day, just being connected with them throughout the school and barbering and things like that. But it's just it was too much of it going on, and I knew throughout the pandemic it was going to be harder for them to come back into society, with being in the house for 2 years, So I put my organization together, published 2 books during the pandemic, my journal and my workbook, just giving them positive affirmations for them to start their day off with.
And I got the 2. I got the journal, and I got the workbook.
Yeah. See, the workbook is connected with that deck of cards.
Okay, so I got a deck of cards in my hand, Truth Nation. Hold on. If y'all watching live on 1017 The Truth, you can see us going live. I got the deck of cards. I'm showing this to the camera. And we got the Speaking Positive Energy into Your Daily Routine, a workbook to use with your card affirmations.
Yeah, so I'll just explain a little bit to you. Like it's 52 cards in a deck of cards, 52 weeks in a year. So on Monday or Sunday, whichever day you want to start your week off, you can actually just shuffle the cards, pick out one of the affirmations that is on there, and then every day that week it has something that you can do pertaining to the affirmation you picked on day one. So then it just starts your day off right. It actually has you in a positive mindset when you go out into the community, and it'll start to rub off on.
And we got the book.
Yeah.
The book, Speaking Positive Energy into Your Daily Routine, a journal by Carlos Turner. Now, speaking positive energy into your daily routine, and this is a journal. This is what you do.
Yeah, this the journal is something, it has a positive affirmation on each side, and it gives you an opportunity to put your daily thoughts in. So once you actually start with the journal, you get those things out that you may have a troubled day or something like that. You can write everything down, and once you look back on it, you have a similar day like that. Moving forward, then you can reference back to your own writing, and it'll actually get you in a better mindset to actually achieve those days without having to have somebody control and correct your own emotions, other than you just doing it yourself.
What advice do you have for a lot of the adults that when they want to connect with the young people? Because a lot of people find it hard and difficult to connect, to make that connection.
Well, you just got to think about you as a kid once too, and you got to always just think about the troubled things you do. Yeah, their consequences is way more than ours, but was when we were young. But it's still similar to actually just being a kid. You just listen to them. It's like if you come to a kid and they irate and they doing a lot of different things, and you come up to them just like, what happened? Instead of, going at them and talking at them, instead of, allowing them to
come with the listening ear.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. That's the
because what you're seeing is probably a reaction.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
From a multitude of things that could have possibly happened.
Most definitely. And, it's just like we say, we know a lot of things can transpire between them getting up in that morning and getting to school. So it's like you're not just going to wake up mad. It's got to be some things that's transpired before that, like you said. So just being able to listen, help them through the things that they want to achieve. You got to let them set some goals. And that's what I do here too.
I think goal setting is important for young people.
Most definitely. Even if, when I up in one of my sessions, my goal setting session, I get them to do daily, weekly, and monthly goals just to get them in a routine of just wanting to accomplish something, because that builds confidence.
Right.
So
I agree.
Just doing that, just getting them to set some goals for themselves, really just getting them in the mindset of just being positive.
All right, check this out. I always say when we was coming up, we didn't have social media.
No.
Okay, so now the peer pressure is 24 hours, around the clock.
Most definitely.
How has social media impacted the lives of this new generation coming up?
Social media raising our kids. So that's why we have to have those community leaders, those parents that want to, just start doing some activities and things like that with your kids, because you don't want the influence of others and the social media just to be the forefront of what your kid is displaying to you.
But a lot of people setting their kids in front of these tablets and phones.
Yeah, most definitely. That's what the misconnection is. Is the social media got a big influence on it, and it's everywhere. So parenting and community leaders, like I said, is important. That's why we could do a lot of great things. Like I've been doing it for 20. I know you've been out there for forever. But the impact would be stronger if we was together. So we got to just have some, like I remember Mr. Kevin was talking I was listening in, just like having some type of outlet for our kids, not just the basketball, centers and stuff like that.
So you don't see a lot of resources.
No.
I'll call it innovative ideas with the youth. You always got to pay attention to the pulse of the youth and upgrade the activity so they can be involved. Something that's going to keep their attention.
Without a doubt.
We consistently say this is not happening.
Yeah.
Why they not listening?
Right. It is. It's
why haven't they invested in the youth?
Because it's a little bit of the fear factor too, though. Like you were saying earlier about being able to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's they're so violent, and that's the perception that they have in their mind about them. But if you just give them those type of the things that they want, we try to say, we do things that we think they want. We don't give them the voice to actually hear the things that they actually want, and then try to implement those things. But if
that done on purpose?
I don't think so.
Well, how come these people know how to deal with their kids? Like, okay, I go to other townships and they got plenty stuff for their youth.
Right.
But then you go on the north side and you don't see the same energy being invested in the youth. So what's going on with that?
They care.
So they care about their youth.
Yeah, they saying like I put the pressure back on the adults.
Mm-hmm.
We want them to be different. We want them to do certain things that we want, but it's like we got to be the example too, though. We can't just go and tell my son or my daughter like, hey, I need you to do this, and I'm sitting there playing the game all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I know our parents and stuff have to do more. They got to work extra hours and things like that. That's why we need more of the community, saying like centers and things like that for them to go to. Like I'm in the midst of creating a Saturday morning program that they could come down, robotics, journalism, things like that, and they had their basketball, their sports and things like that, and just giving them a safe place first off, but actually giving them some tools that they can bring back into that community.
Hey, look, we in the building with Carlos Turner. Look, when we get back, I want to know what you're going to do because you got a proclamation, you got a day now.
Right.
What are you going to do on that day? Or what do you want the community to do for that day? And also, I want to know how can we keep up with you and help? Because
definitely.
It's not easy dealing with the young people.
No, not at all.
When we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversations with Carlos Turner. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What's up, Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, here to tell you the award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Women's History Month. So tune in all March as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of women throughout history. Also, be sure to follow The Truth on Facebook and Instagram at 1017 The Truth, as I will be sharing inspiring stories of Black woman excellence. 1017 The Truth celebration of Women's History Month is sponsored by the Milwaukee Police Department.
I'm Shanola Hampton. Every day, millions of people face hunger. Today, I will share with you some of their experiences. I'm stuck between paying for medications or paying for food. John from Maine. After paying my bills, I can buy groceries. It's sad to say, food comes last. Alice from Oregon. I thought pantries were for less fortunate people. But anybody could be less fortunate in a day or even a second. Claire from Virginia. The Feeding America network of food banks helps provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. No one should have to worry where their next meal will come from. Together, we can end hunger. Learn more at
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Tune in to the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday, 10 a.m. for another episode of Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance, hosted by me, Dr. Ken Harris, and Fred Johnson, Vice President and Wisconsin State Manager for Erie Insurance. Listen back to some of the best conversations Fred and I have had over the last 6 months about setting yourself up for professional success with Erie Insurance and also protecting the assets that matter to you the most by doing business with Erie Insurance. So again, don't miss Diversity and Excellence powered by Erie Insurance this Saturday, 10 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because our home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Sharon needed legal help. She needed Gruber Law Offices.
When I think about Gruber Law Office, I think about how they took care of me, how they make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. I will always trust one call, that's all.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They are the best. I'm very happy.
It's early in the year and we're trying to hit these fitness goals. 0 to 100 Fitness is dedicated to the Milwaukee community, offering affordable and quality fitness and mixed martial arts programs for the last 10 years. They have competitive and novice classes in MMA, kickboxing, and grappling for all skill levels and ages. From youth, community outreach, women's self-defense, and personal safety programs, 0 to 100 Fitness will help you on your journey to greatness. So get up off the couch and into the best shape of your life. Call 414-522-1275 today.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
These talking out of their neck, don't put no coughing out of your mouth. I'm way too paranoid for a threat. Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Say yes, a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I hope them sentiments symbolic. My temperament bipolar, I choose violence. Okay, let's get it up. It's time for him to prove that he's a problem. Clicking up, but cannot be legit. No 40 water, tell him. Yeah, get up with me. Sneak this in first person shooter. I hope they came with 3 switches. I crash out like rap. This Melly Melt if I had to. Got 2 T's with me. I'm snatching chains and burning tattoos. It's up. Lost too many soldiers.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. In the building with Carlos Turner. He has an organization, Win-Lose.
Yes, sir.
Win-Lose, showing youth living in economically and socially stressed neighborhoods that they're capable of overcoming their obstacles to achieve success and positive outcomes. You got a day coming up, April 1st, yes, April Fool's Day.
Yes, sir.
And you want the community to do something, your birthday wish.
Yeah.
What do you want?
You know, it was It was crazy. I'll tell you a little bit about the April 1st. April 1st is when I, published my first journal. You know what I'm saying, when I got it. And I just wanted to, like I was telling you, I could have had a big event showcasing me, but it really ain't about me. It's about getting these kids and this youth, saying, let them know that this is things that you can do coming from these neighborhoods. So my day, I wanted to do random acts of kindness because that's what my day is geared towards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 11 random acts of kindness throughout the city of Milwaukee. I may pop up at your daycare with donuts for the kids.
What?
I may come in and, speak at a youth detention center.
Pulling up.
Just pulling up. It's just going to be random. But I am going to have, be on my Instagram page, just, but my ultimate thing, like my 11th random act of kindness, I want to feed the less fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working with the Salvation Army and a couple other different spots to just see if, I'm going to let people know that come and could be volunteers to help, serve the food and everything. But that's what I'm doing.
So you're going to have a schedule?
Oh, yeah.
So is that schedule going to be posted online? And how can the people join your efforts to deal with the youth?
Well, I'm gonna post the last one, where I'm gonna invite all the volunteers and everything to help me out with serving the food and things like that. What we're gonna be bringing, maybe I may get some donations in for some gently used clothing or something like that, where we can help anybody out.
Right.
So I'll just I'll let everybody know where that is, but it's gonna be so random. The other 10 is, I might see somebody on the, on the side that need
a couple dollars.
Yeah, a couple dollars or something. I may do that. I might be in. I plan on. I can let you in on this one. I plan on going into Pick and Save, just handing out gift cards to. To
the people in the line.
To the people in the line, help them out with their groceries.
And you know what? The groceries is expensive right now.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I'm gonna definitely. I'm gonna definitely try to figure out what Pick and Save you at, because I want one.
You Pick and Save
is the one on 35th Street, 35th and North Avenue. You know,
we most definitely gonna be in.
Make sure you stop on the one on 27th too.
I got you.
About 4 o'clock.
Hey, listen, I see 2 of the gift cards gone already.
Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you, like, it's the inflation is up.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Everything high now.
Okay, you've been listening to the youth.
Yeah.
You've been hearing what they've been saying.
Oh, yeah.
What do they want?
They want more resources.
Like
more
what?
Things, more field trips, more, outings, more college, opportunities, more things that they can just have in their community where it don't feel like they're in prison, already. And it's just like
trapped on the block.
Yeah, because it's like we, us as parents, we give our kids all these electronics. Why? Because we want them to stay in the house because
and be quiet.
Yeah, because they don't feel like it's safe out there. We used to be able to come out and sit on the porch and chill and talk to other people in the neighborhood. Now it's like you can't do that because something might happen. So, and that's what the fear is. And we don't want to live in fear. So it's just like just getting some more of them community centers where they can come in and just be kids that they don't have to pay though. Mm-hmm. That's the thing,
Right.
It's like we can.
I see people doing things for the youth, but they charge.
Yeah. See, we got to be able to, connect everybody together for this can go on where we can put these 501(c)(3)s or anything and get saying that we have to put something back into our community.
Do you think that the leadership is doing the right thing when it comes to providing the resources that the youth have been asking for? Because I believe, like you said, we don't listen to the youth. Like we hear them,
right?
But we haven't seen any outcomes. But yet they're looking outside of the community and seeing other people from other cultures having things. Sometimes we got to go outside our communities to go and enjoy things with our families for the youth.
Right.
Why don't we have a lot of things that are similar to the things on the outskirts in the city?
I think it is a lot of people that, that is doing some things, but it's so much on a smaller scale that we don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like with my organization, I do a lot of things like giving back to them, but it's like how many people can I really help? Just me being me. And that's why
I asked the people that, that got the tax dollars that we elect, the leadership.
Yeah, we need to put.
They gave you a day. Why can't they give you some help?
Most definitely, I agree.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, and that's why I said that's why I said it wasn't no celebration. Like I just don't go in here. So it's more work to be done. So it's just like we gonna go. I think us as the community leaders though, we need to get together and we go use our voice and have a bigger impact on making them listen to the things that we need for our youth. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I challenge all the community leaders just to get together. Because if we go in there demanding instead of, sitting back saying, well,
taking the 20 pieces of silver.
Right. Hey,
no Diddy.
Nah.
Bruh. Accusations.
Hey.
Man, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Hey.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I'm talking. I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah. Well, we just got
well, look, I appreciate you for coming through, Carlos Turner. Hey, look, how can the community get involved with what you're doing?
Hey, you could go on my website, winlose.org. There's a contact page in there that you guys can, sign up. Is also a donation page on there if you want to help out with any of the random acts of kindness. You can just contact me. I'll give you my number. If anybody call in, and just like I said, like we stronger if we all connect together and try to make a bigger impact.
Okay. All right. Look, I appreciate you for stopping through.
I appreciate you for the opportunity.
I appreciate advocates and people that are willing to spend their time and energy to help improve the lives of our youth. And I think that many times that's not highlighted.
Most definitely.
So I appreciate to have a platform where you can come and let these parents know, hey, I'm out here.
Right.
I'm trying to help.
Oh, yeah. And also, too, like any organization want me to come in and teach my 12-step, 12-session character reboots, I'm doing it. Donating my time and coming in doing that. Only thing, you just can buy the materials and I'll come and donate my time. And any kid that want to be helped, I'm here.
Also, I'm gonna try to lock you in for True Family Fest.
Yeah, let's do it.
Skinning a couple heads with the clippers.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a master barber. Hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
Let's do it.
All right, look, I appreciate you for stopping through, Carlos. When we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Looking for natural solutions to ease your mind and body? Find your calm and get cozy at Torch CBD with their hemp-infused teas, or boost your health with broad-spectrum CBD products from CBD-infused cooking oil, honey and coffee, to body creams, edibles, and smokable flower. Torch CBD, located at 3419 West State Street in Milwaukee, is ready to help with all your trauma, anxiety, and sleep issues. Stop by Torch CBD today and relax your mind.
Be the MVP of gift giving with a Milwaukee Bucks gift card. From exhilarating Bucks experiences to unforgettable Fiserv Forum events, your gift card recipient can score tickets to Bucks games and other events through the Ticketmaster box office. Shop exclusive gear at the Bucks Pro Shop or get a favorite snack at Fiserv Forum's concessions. It's a win-win gift that lets them choose their experience. To purchase a gift card, visit bucks.com/gift cards.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Melanie Ricks with her truth.
Okay, y'all, the winter is upon us. It's officially that time of the year when, let's be honest, seasonal affective disorder is a real thing. When I was a kid, I used to wonder why I felt sad during certain times of the year, why I felt more down, and why I felt like I just couldn't get myself moving the way I'm used to. As I grew older, I started to learn more about how The weather not only affects our mood, but it truly does affect the way that we view life. And let's be honest, living here in Milwaukee, these winter days can get real long, real cold, and real dreary. So this is your reminder to make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. It's okay to not be okay, but what's not okay is when you don't do anything about it. I understand that sometimes it's so much easier to tell somebody else, hey, you got to get yourself in check. But it's important that you look in the mirror and you tell that to yourself as well, because when you're doing well, the people around you are going to feel that and they're going to succeed. They're going to be motivated by your energy. I'm not saying that you should put the weight of the world on your shoulders. I'm not saying that you need to be the neighborhood hero, but you should want to be your own hero. So let's all make a promise to take care of our mental health this winter so that we can walk into summer feeling refreshed and ready to go. I hear you, Summer. Come and knock on our door. Oh, I'll be waiting for you.
Listen to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks, weekdays from noon to 1 p.m.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Julian Johnson. The Bucks' preferred starting five played together for the first time since February on Sunday, and they were rolling as they defeat the West #1 seeded Oklahoma City Thunder 118-93. They look to carry that momentum in a home game against the Los Angeles Lakers tonight at 6:30. Coverage begins at 6 on WTMJ. The Milwaukee Brewers defeat the Colorado Rockies 10-1 Monday. They'll play the Rockies again at 2:10 today for their final spring training game before the regular season. The Marquette Golden Eagles advanced to their first Sweet 16 since 2013 in the NCAA tournament. After an almost week-long break, they'll play North Carolina State Friday at 6:09 p.m. This sports update is presented by Associated Bank, proudly supporting our hometown teams, member FDIC.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, yo. You ready? Let's do it. Yeah. Come on. I'm the definition of half man. Ask the clubs, bad boy, that's what's up. After bucks, crush crews after us. No games, we ain't laughing.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. I guess we got to talk Diddy. We got to talk Diddy because the Homeland Security raided his homes in LA and Miami, and I had to sit back to make sure that I understood what was going on because a lot of false information could be put out there when it comes to social media about what's really going on. But let's get some audio from ABC News to see what took place.
Joining us now for more is our legal contributor, Mr. Brian Buckmeyer. Brian, thanks so much for joining us. You know, still very early, we don't know much, but we have heard that human trafficking. What does that label at least tell you about just how serious this case is?
It tells me it's serious for multiple reasons. One, when we look at some of the civil lawsuits that stem out of the Manhattan courthouses, or the SDNY as we're being told, we see the allegations of Sean Combs participating in a movement of people for the purpose of sexual gratification and the selling of them to other individuals. And also it tells me the type of charge and the amount of jail time that he could be facing to the tune of 25 years for each one of those potential allegations. If he has multiple sex trafficking or human trafficking charges, those charges can stack. And if they stand, you're looking at significant jail time.
And what are the feds looking for in these kinds of raids? Cell phones, desktops?
All that and more. What I'm really interested in, I'm looking at Rodney Jones's allegations. That was the last individual to levy these sexual assault and human trafficking allegations against Sean Combs. And in part of his allegations, he said that Sean Combs has cameras and recording devices throughout the home. He also, in his complaint, put multiple screenshots of video from his own phone. So I think what's happening here is we're looking for the laptops, we're looking for all that information, but we're also looking to try to corroborate any of the allegations that we've seen in these civil lawsuits to see if they're true and can amount to any criminal charges.
Do you anticipate that soon we'll be able to learn who the target of this investigation is and how widespread, if it's beyond just Sean Diddy Combs?
So I'm going to say soon, yes, but soon in a federal investigation and soon in the news are two very different soons. And so I think we would lean more towards a soon in a federal investigation because they want to be methodical, they want to be careful, and they want to make sure that if they are going to put someone's name out there to say that we are searching for this person, they're going to be very sure. However, reading the tea leaves, when you put it all together, who's making these allegations, where are these allegations coming from, and who is the source of those allegations being directed to, a lot of it seems like it's Sean Combs. But again, that's just reading the tea leaves. I wouldn't put a dollar amount on to say this is how sure I am of it, but it looks like it's moving in one direction.
And what can you tell us about the status of the civil cases against Diddy?
So we know for Cassie's litigation, or Cassie's case, that came out with the first big one, that was settled very shortly after, within a day or two. The three other women that are bringing these charges as well, those are still continuing. The one development is for the one woman who has filed her name as a Jane Doe. The court has already said that she must now file under her own name or have the case dismissed. So that's a bit of movement there. And then for Rodney Jones, the last individual put a lawsuit out against Sean Combs, that's still fairly new, and so that's just beginning in the process. There's not much movement there after the complaint's already been filed.
All right, Brian Buckman, always appreciate you.
I'll say this, social media went crazy, and this was at the end of my show yesterday when we realized that this was going on. And we saw the helicopter footage. We saw his sons out there being handcuffed, sat outside of his mansion in L.A. Also, they said that he was trying to flee the country. It was, at one point, the drama was so thick. But come to find out, that may not have been the actual case. So we don't really know what's going on right now. But I can say when Homeland Security gets involved, when the feds get involved, and in order for them to get a search warrant to do it, they have some evidence enough to get that search warrant for a judge to approve for that to happen. And they were taking computers, they were taking things that may produce evidence of certain accusations from the lawsuit of Rodney Jones, who filed a $30 million civil lawsuit against Diddy, and he said he has some recordings and videos. So maybe the feds got those recordings and videos, and ain't no telling how much Rodney Jones had. We only saw the lawsuit, and he claimed to have audio, video, things like that, but maybe he had other information due to him working with Diddy for months where these things may be located, where the feds can go in there and try to grab some of that information to see what was actually on these recordings in Diddy's homes. So, like I said, this may be something that we have to let play out, because if you got a lawsuit from Cassie where he solved immediately, and she said she had some actual information, now that the feds are involved, that information could actually be in their hands from both cases.
Which is why, could be another reason why she settled, because she already gave them the information that they need to proceed with whatever they're doing with him.
And
so she could get herself out of it.
She made a statement, said they will cooperate with law enforcement. Hey, also Combs' attorney, Ben Barfman, issued a statement on his behalf at the time and said that Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations.
So then why did he sell his shares in Revolt?
Well, once you break, I guess, the moral clauses, like let's say your name gets out there where it's bad on the brand, most people get out of it, like Vince McMahon.
But he helped start that. Like,
right. But, okay, well, look at what's going on with Vince McMahon. And they saying that he no longer owns certain things when it comes to the WWE universe, right?
Yeah, but if something's not true, then you should want to fight for what's yours.
Well, when it comes to branding, I'll say this. When it comes to branding, sometimes you got to do what's best for the brand, because sometimes your negativity may affect the bottom line of that business. So most people will just remove themselves and fight it out in court and wait to the outcome. Let's say these people come out victorious on the other end. Then they get to come back and be like, hey, look, I'm innocent. You know, the courts are proving I'm innocent. Let's proceed as normal. Well, that takes years to go through the court system. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So here go a process where Diddy this may take a couple years to figure out. This may take a couple years to figure out. All I'm saying is a lot of people online have been talking about the actions of this man for years, even calling him the hip-hop Epstein when it comes to sex trafficking, when it comes to things that he's doing behind the scenes. And you see shades of it with his ex bodyguard. You see shades of it with people who was close to his camp speaking out, saying what happened. You see Mace. Mace has a show called It Is What It Is with Cameron, and Mace alluding to it's payback time, or he said it's reparations is getting close. Like basically payback is getting close. And he made that comment after what took place with Diddy, with the raids. So, like I said, we got to let this one play out. A lot of times we'll say, okay, when the feds come, they say they got a success rate of 97%? Like when the feds come, so they're building this case, and whatever they took out them homes, whatever is in these cameras or whatever is in these laptops, they're looking through it right now, and ain't no telling what's in it, because I don't know if you can fully erase information now. Like they say, once you load up something or once something is placed as a fingerprint in a cookie, like if you don't delete the cookie, like you can delete something, but it's something called a cookie, and if you don't delete that cookie, they can pull that all back up. So, hey. And this reminds me of what they did to R. Kelly before they brought him down. They raided his studio, his computers, and things like that to get information. Somebody gave them some of the locations of where he was at in the studios, that where the video footage may be, or where the locations that may have some of the evidence. So this is what we're looking at right now. We're looking at them seizing evidence, and maybe from the lawsuit of Cassie and from the lawsuit of Rodney Jones, the producer, they may be trying to put together a case. But they already had enough to get that search warrant, which is crazy, because a judge just don't say, they just don't do it off of just hearsay. Hey, look, when we come back, I want to give the Baltimore Bridge update. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Milwaukee Brewers baseball is back, and you can hear the Brew Crew live on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Swing and a drive to right and deep. Get up! Get up! Get out of here! Go!
Listen to the legendary voice of Mr. Baseball himself, Bob Uecker, as the Milwaukee Brewers host the Minnesota Twins at American Family Field on Tuesday, April 2nd. First pitch is set for 3:10 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
the Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Increase in taxes while families are paying more for everything from gas to groceries is wrong. Milwaukee voters should oppose increase in property taxes by nearly 30% in order to provide increased funding yet again to Milwaukee Public Schools. They've already wasted nearly $1 billion in new taxpayer funding, and now they want more? They don't even have a plan on how they'll spend it. Enough is enough. Milwaukee voters should just say no.
Paid for by Enough is Enough. Vote no.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance. And you can weather any storm. You'll also save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote. Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Adrian was seriously injured when a careless driver merged into her lane.
Gruber was there for everything that I needed. Any questions that I had, Gruber was there. They made me feel like everything about my situation and my accident was very important to them, and that made me feel good. And I would definitely call Gruber again for that.
Serving Wisconsin for over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They go above and beyond for their clients.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yo, I go by the name of Pharrell from the Neptunes, and I just want to let y'all know I'm your pusher. The world is about to feel something that they never felt before. Come on.
From ghetto to ghetto.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Divers search for multiple people after Baltimore's Key Bridge struck by a cargo ship collapses. The governor declared a state of emergency, and search and rescue operations are underway after Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge collapsed overnight as a result of a ship strike. Officials confirmed 6 people are still unaccounted for, and there are search and rescue missions going on. Let's listen to see what's going on in Baltimore.
But we are continuing to follow that big developing story on the East Coast, that serious bridge collapse in Baltimore, and officials are holding a press conference right now.
But we are quickly gathering details. The preliminary investigation points to an accident. We haven't seen any credible evidence of a terrorist attack. Our administration is working closely with leaders from all levels of government and society to respond to this crisis, and not but just by addressing the immediate aftermath, but also by building a state that is more resilient and a state that's more safe. That is our pledge, and that's our commitment, and we're going to keep that commitment. And lastly, to the victims of this tragedy and their loved ones, all of our hearts are broken. We feel your loss. We're thinking of you, and we will always be thinking of you. We pray for the construction workers who are on the Key Bridge, and we pray for everyone who has been touched by this tragedy, and their families, and all of their loved ones. But Maryland, we will get through this, because that is the Maryland spirit, and that's what Maryland is made of. We are Maryland tough, and we are Baltimore strong. So in the face of heartbreak, we come together. We embrace one another, and we come back stronger. That's what we've always done. That's what we'll continue to do. And that's what we're going to get done together. And we're going to pray for Baltimore.
Hey.
And I'd like to turn this over.
They say 2 people were initially rescued. One declined treatment and another was taken to and subsequently discharged from shock trauma. Now, the thing is, you don't think the cargo ship...
And 6 people are still missing.
6 people are still missing, but you don't think that they didn't know that they couldn't go under the bridge?
Well, they said that they lost power.
Oh, they lost power.
Yeah, like the ship lost power multiple times as it was trying to leave. So they theoretically like lost control of the steering.
Oh, wow. Let's send up prayers for what's going on in Baltimore. Every day is something going on. And like I said, this is the best time for us now to come together and just make sure that we're taking care of each other, because there's no day promised. There's nothing promised anymore. Anything can happen on any day. And this is why we have to be more together, more now than ever, because when we come back at the top of the hour, I want to talk about this eclipse that they saying that's supposed to happen April 8th. They're actually issuing warnings for this eclipse that's coming up, and they're telling people to get ready just in case something happens, like where things go out. So I got a list of things that they're saying that we have to be prepared for that may take place. So I want to do it in advance just in case y'all may not have certain things. We're going to talk about it at the top of the hour. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. Hey Truth Nation, it's your girl Melanie Ricks from Nothing But The Truth, and I am so happy to let you know the best radio show in Milwaukee is now streaming live on YouTube every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. Yes, your daily power hour of nonstop entertainment is coming at you live on YouTube every weekday. So Truth Nation, make sure you don't miss Benjamin and I give our hot takes or our Freaky Friday story by watching us live on YouTube and subscribing to 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk is now streaming live on YouTube.
Milwaukee's favorite station.
Please, Lisa, please, for the love of Jehovah, don't kick me or anybody with a prosthetic leg. Please. Why do I even gotta say please? Because what if you kick me and it falls off? I ain't gonna pick it up. You try to kick me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hit you with your own leg. I'll teach you a lesson.
Coming with straight truth.
And you know what? If you want to make it about race, I need you to hold your black men accountable. Don't let these black men get away with anything. Because what does that say about you? Because if you're going to be that person who's not going to hold your own people accountable, we have nothing to talk about. I'm sorry, that's a real old school mentality, my guy.
Tune in to all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows all day, every day by downloading the Truth app.
We got to get back into common courtesy.
It's about the family structure.
Right. It is.
Our extended family, we are all family in Milwaukee. Come on now.
Watch all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows by subscribing to 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Milwaukee's Black Talk lives here. You are listening to 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
I'm Julian Johnson. A major bridge in Baltimore has collapsed after a container ship collided into it early this morning. Officials say several vehicles fell into the river. Rescuers are looking for at least 7 different people. The ship looks to have hit one of the supports for the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Video on social media show the structure breaking apart in several places before plummeting to the water. Mayor Brandon Scott says the focus is on rescue efforts.
There will be a time to discuss about a bridge and how we get a bridge back up. But right now, there are people in the water that we have to get out, and that's the only thing we should be talking about.
As of this morning, Baltimore Fire Chief James Wallace says 2 people have been pulled out of the water so far, and 1 is in critical condition. Heavily armed federal authorities raiding homes belonging to rapper and entertainment mogul Sean Diddy Combs on Monday. Law enforcement authorities saying the investigation involves allegations of human trafficking. Combs has also had multiple allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking. Here's ABC News senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katersky.
As alleged, Combs plied her with drugs and alcohol. She fell into dangerous addictions. He took control of her life, everything from her health care to her career opportunities, would beat her, became a domestic abuser, and then completing what Cassie in her lawsuit calls his perverse control of her. Diddy ordered her to have sex with other men and effectively trafficked her for sex with others while he watched.
Combs has denied all sexual assault and trafficking allegations. On April 2nd, voters will have to choose whether they want to pay more taxes to MPS. If the $252 million referendum doesn't pass, programs such as music and art may be cut. TMJ4 News' Sydney Ure spoke to voters about these programs.
Coming from me, it helped me get through elementary, middle school, even high school going on. It's like a form of, I would say, therapy. If they don't have music, the world is just like, I would say, bland.
If the referendum passes, taxpayers would have to pay about $216 per $100,000 home value. This has been your news update. The Tory Lowe Show continues on 101.7 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I done seen Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's mentioned. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe that racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. Sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. Movement continues. Marathon continues right here on 1017 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show today. And I want to talk about this eclipse that's supposed to be coming up April 8th. And I'm seeing news articles saying that people need to be prepared. Like, not prepared like to see it. They got that information out there. You know, like if you want to view it. But I'm talking about personally with you and your family. And they're saying that they have, notion that something can happen to where you need to have certain things done to make sure that you can get through whatever they expect to happen as far as if things go out, like the internet or electricity or things like that. They're saying that they have Eclipse tips. And so I got a little list right here of some Eclipse tips. But before I read that, let's listen to what they're saying, how to prepare.
Very rare event in a couple of weeks, and we talk about it so much. Every single day. Fox 26's Anthony Antoine is here to talk more about what we're going to experience during the total solar eclipse, in case you didn't know.
Yeah, right? We've been talking about it for quite some time, and for good reason. April 8th, that is the big day, and certain parts of Texas will turn dark in the middle of the day, and the Lone Star State hasn't seen something like this in a very long time.
Texans are about to have a front row seat to a historic event. Every few years or so, the sun, moon, and earth all line up, creating the cosmic wonder that we call a total solar eclipse, causing near total darkness in the middle of the afternoon. In central Texas, schools have already canceled classes, and several counties have even issued disaster declarations. The last time this happened in Texas was more than 100 years ago, making this upcoming eclipse historically significant.
A total solar eclipse occurs somewhere on Earth almost every year. But in any given spot, it may be only every 350 years or so.
According to NASA, the Great North American Eclipse will stretch from Mexico to Canada and last anywhere from 3.5 to 4 minutes.
When the corona comes out and it goes total, it's like this eyeball looking at you from space, because the sun, instead of being bright, is dark, and it has this white halo around it.
Did you say corona?
Like somebody's eye looking down at you.
The eclipse is only visible to certain parts of the world, and every time it happens, its path changes.
So a few minutes before totality, when the sun gets to be really, really skinny, there's a diffraction pattern of sunlight.
Who is this lady?
That is on the ground. but it's sweeping past you at 1,000 miles an hour. And so you see that light on the ground look like little ripples.
All right.
Eye damage from
I'm done with that. All right, so check this out. There's some Eclipse tips. The first thing they say is schedule errands and appointments early on that day, April 8th. Schedule errands and appointments early. They also going to say have communication plan with friends and family. This is what they're saying, according to THV 11 CBS News. Have a communication plan with friends and family. This don't sound like the Eclipse. This sounds like, hey, just be prepared with this family plan on how to communicate. Like, get some walkie-talkies. This is what this sounds like to me, this tip. They also say have cash on hand in case of limited internet access. Have cash on hand. Wasn't they trying to get rid of cash a second ago? Now everything is on these phones. Well, if the phones go out, you ain't going to have access to Apple Pay. Y'all, I know y'all using the Apple Pay in the wallet because at the 3rd Street Market Hall, they don't even take cash. But now they saying have cash on hand in case limited internet access. Also, they go on to say buy necessary groceries and gas. Fill up your cars. That's what they saying. You may want to fill up the car with gas during this time, just in case, DJ Brother Z. I don't know what they anticipating to happen, but this is what they're saying you should be doing to prepare. And the last thing is expect heavy traffic and long lines for local services. Heavy traffic and long line for local services. So, hey, I'm throwing it out there. I've been telling y'all got to, be ready for a rainy day, or just in case the internet shut down, or just in case the electricity go out. Are you ready, DJ Brother Z? Are you ready?
Nah.
Do you got a tank full of gas?
Nope.
Do you got groceries at the house?
Thankfully, I don't got to worry about that.
Oh, okay. So you got groceries. You got that part.
Yeah.
You going to eat. You definitely going to eat if something bad happens. But this is what they say in Truth Nation. But if y'all want to call in and chime into the conversation, I'm going to open up the lines. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. If you want to talk about what's going on with Diddy, y'all can chime in. If y'all want to talk about this Eclipse, are you prepared? Do you got the walkie-talkies? DJ Brother Z, you got the walkie-talkies. Do you got walkie-talkies? Do we still need walkie-talkies now? Do we got them?
I guess it's a good thing to have.
You may have to get the walkie-talkies off of Amazon. Look, 833-212-1017. We're going to take a few calls. Al, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Well, first of all, we got to stop acting like black people are so stupid and dumb, and we got to start giving them more motivation. Now, let's keep it 100, Tory. Can somebody make you sleep with another man?
Oh, you talking about with Diddy?
Yes. Can somebody make you sleep with another man over and over?
No. Nope.
Can somebody make you do drugs and become a drug addict?
No. Nope.
And you gonna keep doing this over and over and over? That sounds like that's making it sound like black people don't have no willpower. So I can't sit
Some
here and
people
even
don't,
agree
Al.
with that.
Some people don't.
Tory, as quick as black people are ready to fight, shoot, and kill, and you telling me somebody who gonna tell you get ready because tomorrow night some gonna play Moses. I'm not buying it.
Well, how do people end up in the coats? How do people end up in them coats? Out there, drinking the Kool-Aid. How did that happen?
I think they probably slipped something in their drink. But I cannot sit here and say black people are dumb. I'm not going to sit here and say they're naive.
Well, I don't think nobody said that was the case in the conversation today.
I mean, I understand it, but it keeps coming over and over. Either somebody tried to make somebody gay, somebody making you do drugs and be a drug addict and give you stashed away to everybody. Black people are not dumb and stupid. Yes, some can be naive, but that's not us. Can't nobody make me do no drug. Can't nobody make me sleep with somebody that I don't want to sleep with, that I already did. And I'm a very strong personality. So we got to start giving ourselves more credit, just like with these kids. Everybody, they don't know what they doing. Yes, the hell they do. Because if you don't learn them, they'll learn you, and they have you out here looking stupid. Okay? That's why a lot of these older folks right now is buying pistols, because they're not going to play with somebody else's kids. And don't you find it odd, Tory, out of all this, you don't hear not one politician say, listen, black people, since you got these children that got your first and last name, since you don't want nobody to talk to them, but they can run the streets all night, since you can't raise them, I'm going to make my job to cage them. Now, ain't nobody said that. You know why? Because they don't give a damn. Because everybody see here, well, the kids don't know what they're doing. Oh, yes, the hell they do. That's why they keep on doing it. And I'm a firm believer. If you out here carjacking, you deserve to be shot in your face.
What?
If you did it more, yes.
Well, I'll say this. Carjacking is strong arm. Like they got a weapon. So, hey, I mean, it sounds harsh. It sounds harsh, but somebody might return fire and shoot back.
But Tory, my neighbors already buying pistols because they're not going to deal with somebody else's kids. Think about this. This young adult, not a child, he's out here 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? He's going out his way to rob somebody who look like his mother or a father who don't give a damn. And he don't know what he doing. He don't know what he doing.
Well, you got a right to defend yourself.
Exactly. So I figure if you can carjack and you can put bullets, you can get a bullet back. And then their mama who sit there and say, my child was going to turn their life around, then she can get on TV and cry and get a GoFundMe. You see, here's the problem. Everybody say, oh, it's the community. Let's correction. The community did not make that child. The community did not give first and last name. You got to start holding these parents accountable. How do you expect the community to look after a child when the child is being reckless and his own mammy and his own pappy ain't doing nothing? That's not how life works. So I'm not with that. If you're going to rob me, you deserve to get shot. And then your mama can get on TV and say how you want to change your life around. And she probably was sitting there reaping the resources too. But I want you to have yourself a good day. Don't let these people play with your mind because y'all smart, bright, and intelligent, and y'all are not stupid. Learn them before they learn you.
All right, Al. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you this. If somebody carjacking, that's more of a, I'm going to pull a pistol out on you to take your car. Now, you got a right to defend yourself against anybody, no matter what age group they are. You know, and you got a right to defend yourself. And many times that people start taking that right to defend themselves from people that are trying to threaten their lives and things like that, Al may have a point. Al may have a point. It might start happening. But look, when we come back, we got some callers on the lines, and we got some talk to text. We're going to try to get to it all, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, join the Truth Team on Saturday, April 13th for our 3rd annual Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. We want you to go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to sign up and be a volunteer to help keep Milwaukee clean. Everyone who joins will get a free lunch provided by Cousin Subs. Register today at truthcommunitycleanup.com. That is truthcommunitycleanup.com to clean and beautify our city together. The Truth Community Cleanup is sponsored by Cousin Subs.
Are you or anyone you know looking for a job? Direct Connect MKE is a social media style platform that empowers you to grow your social network, find career opportunities, and connect with career specialists for success. Visit joindcmke.com today to learn how you can create a profile, upload your resume, and find access to information about jobs, job training, hiring events, and more. DCMKE is locally focused and equips you to grow your social capital and find opportunities that match your career interests. Here's how it works. Join DCMKE and their partner organizations and follow the employees that you find interesting. Then, meet the career advocates in DCMKE's community to start forming meaningful career relationships. And lastly, scroll through your feed to find and apply to new career opportunities and get matched to openings by career advocates. Yeah, it's that easy. Access to great opportunities at the tips of your fingers. Visit joindcmke.com today and connect your dream to reality. That's joindcmke.com.
Increasing taxes while families are paying more for everything from gas to groceries is wrong. Milwaukee voters should oppose increasing property taxes by nearly 30% in order to provide increased funding, yet again, to Milwaukee public schools. They've already wasted nearly $1 billion in new taxpayer funding, and now they want more? They don't even have a plan on how they'll spend it. Enough is enough. Milwaukee voters should just say no.
Paid for by Enough is Enough. Vote no.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth's Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Milwaukee Police Department Captain Mahia about her journey through law enforcement and the importance of police building legitimacy in the community. Again, that's the Community Spotlight with the Milwaukee Police Department this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Brewer season is finally here, and we want to celebrate the Milwaukee Brewer season with you, Truth Nation. From now through April, we will be giving away tickets to cheer on the Brewers live from American Family Field. For your chance to win a pair of tickets to the game, you must download the 1017 The Truth app and be on the lookout for your weekly Brewers push notifications. Play ball with the Truth and go watch the Brew Crew by downloading the 1017 The Truth app today. Also, Truth Nation, join the Truth team Saturday, April 13th for our third annual Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. We want you to go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to sign up and be a volunteer to help keep Milwaukee clean. Everyone who joins gets a free lunch provided by Cousin Subs. Register today at truthcommunitycleanup.com. The Truth Community Cleanup is brought to you by, sponsored by, Cousin Subs. Hey, look, we've been talking about this eclipse coming up April 8th, and they're saying that everybody needs to be prepared, whether you're trying to view it or whether you're just out and about and things happen or something may take place where, you know, you may need gas or you may need cash or the internet goes down or, you know, you need to communicate with your family. You need to come up with a plan. They're saying that you got to prepare that way too. 0276 says, hello, Tory and crew. Regarding the eclipse, I bought a generator last summer. We need to have an emergency food supply too for at least four months, which you can buy online. It doesn't expire for 25 years. Love the show, Tory. Thank you for what you have done and will do. Hey, we gonna head to the lines. Eddie, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory Lowe. How you doing today?
How you doing, Brother Eddie? Are you ready for the eclipse that's going to happen April 8th? Are you prepared?
You know, I'll tell you what I did. 2 years ago, I went out and bought canned goods. I spent like $300. My buddy owns a Sendic store, and he had Progresso soup on sale for $1 a can. So I bought like 200 cans of this stuff just in case something went down.
Well, what was you prepared for?
I live with,
what was the situation?
Okay, I'll tell you. You get on these podcasts on YouTube, and there's always a guy going, in 3 months, in March, the dollar's going to drop off. It's going to be worth nothing. This guy predicted this inflationary period and this recession and this depression. So I go out and I buy what I think, for two people, is about 3 or 4 months worth of food, water, and this is especially important, toilet paper. All right, that's the new gold bar, right? And so the girl I live with takes a look at this stuff, realizes that we're not using it because I set it to the side in case something happens.
Right.
And she gave it to, like, Goodwill, or she gave it to some soup kitchen.
What?
So one day I'm like, hey, where's the soup? She goes, oh, we weren't using it, so I gave it to the soup kitchen or something. And I'm like, what are you doing? That's what I'm dealing with, okay?
Oh, wow.
I should be put up for sainthood, to be honest with you, Tory. So, Tory, let me apologize to the black community. Al was just on, and I'm going to apologize. Al was telling the truth, and he didn't stick with the narrative. And so I'm sure the African-American community in Milwaukee is a little offended that Al told the truth.
No, I think that a lot of people, when it comes to carjacking and dangerous ideas, they would agree with what Al said.
Are you sure?
I'm sure he was talking about self-defense. I'm sure he was talking about self-defense.
He didn't say white supremacy, and systematic racism is the cause of all this.
Well, like I said,
he told the truth. How dare
Well, the thing is, when you're talking about somebody approaching you in a dangerous way, I don't care how old you are, you have a right to defend yourself, and many times, if you can, you probably should.
I agree, but that's not today's narrative now, is it? Okay, with that being said, Tory, let's talk about Puffy Combs, okay? Tory, I told you the story that I was in New York once and I almost had to, quite frankly, kick his ass. But I didn't do it, Tory. I didn't do it. The truth is that all these accusations and allegations, just like Judge Kavanaugh during the hearings, just like Bill Cosby, happened after this. It happened before the statute of limitation is up. Doesn't the statute of limitations mean anything? I think this is buyer remorse on these victims' parts. They partook in it, and then after the fact, felt bad about their behavior, and now all of a sudden Puffy's at fault for all this. I don't like the guy. He's not my type of guy. You know what I mean? He's not my cup of tea. But quite frankly, he's protected by the statute of limitations. I think it would be up for this. This stuff happened in the 90s. That was over 20 years ago.
I think that some of the accusations from one of the guys, the male, Ron Jones, this happened when he was making the Love album. He was producing the Love album, which is his last project that he had recordings and videos and things from.
Do you know how long ago that was?
The Love album? He dropped that last year, I think.
Okay. Still, all these people know about it. They are a party to the crime. If I see my friend doing something that is horrific, I will pull him to the side and say, listen, you better deal with this, because if you don't, I'm going to deal with it. What you did was wholeheartedly wrong. Go straighten this thing out, and if you don't, I'm going to do it. All right?
I agree.
But nobody's doing that. They're not doing that. They're benefiting their own agenda financially because this guy's worth $1 billion, and they're riding his coattails. So they're benefiting from it. So they're a party to the crime. They should be charged too if they know of it, if they know of such behavior, and it's felonious. they should be charged also as a party to the crime. Sorry.
So you're saying if they witness things happen that are criminal and they don't tell, they're a party to the crime. But like I said, these people are upset. They asking for money, or they're going to turn this information into the feds. Now, I'll say this. Yeah. It seems like they asked for the money first before they moved into the legal ideas.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a lack of credibility on all these victims' parts, and for this young gal to say, "Oh, I was having sex with him and his friends, and he was tossing me around and doing this and doing that."
She was at the freak off.
Come to the east side of Milwaukee. Listen, come to the east side of Milwaukee. That stuff goes on all the time.
What you mean they having freak offs on the east side?
Well, I don't know exactly what a freak off is, okay? But I'm telling you, people are sleeping around, and people have plenty of regrets. They sleep with somebody and they go, "I wish I would have slept with that guy." It's buyer's remorse. And they retroactively claim rape because 8 months later they regretted sleeping with somebody. Come on, Tory. How does any of it make sense?
Hey.
How does any of that make sense? He's going to be protected by the statute of limitations. They cannot just come out of the blue after 25 years and go, "Look at me, now I'm a victim."
That's what's happening.
That's what I'm saying. I think, he's got the money to hire the best attorneys. And remember, if he goes in front of 12 people, he only has to get 1 or 2 of them to side with him. I think, I can't believe any DA, knowing the statutes out there, would even bring it up. Unless there's some special New York or California statute that was just overturned or something, or implemented. But I think rape allegations, if I'm not mistaken, you can go 7 or 8 years on that, but you can't go 26 years on that. And that's the deal. Tori, on that note, I'm going to go. I got things to do because I got to meet a bunch of people for dinner.
All right,
I'll
Eddie.
talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you for tapping
Bye-bye.
in. In the chat, Felix says, "I'm at Myers, and they have a little stand with glasses." Okay, while I was reading that, the computers went down, DJ Brother Z. What's going on? It ain't the Eclipse, is it? All the computers just went out. Hey! All the computers just went out. While I was trying to read the chat. Let's get somebody in here to get this stuff going again. Are you prepared? Are you prepared for the April 8th Eclipse? They're saying, get prepared. I can't even read the talk to text. I guess it popped back on. Okay, it came back. What's going on, DJ Brother Z? Both of my screens went out.
Oh, yeah, it crashed completely.
It crashed, right. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but we'll get it back up. It seems like it's getting back to the point where I can read what's going on the talk to text lines and in the chat. I'll tell you this. I've been kind of hearing talks that we have to get kind of prepared for something that may take place. Now, am I going to go all Yahoo about it? I don't know.
Not yet.
Not yet. But I do got stuff saved up just in case. But that's for any situation. You should always have things in place and preparing. And like I said, if something does happen tomorrow, before I get to April 8th, are you prepared? These should be strategies and ideas that you just have in place, period. Because you never know. You never know. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ever feel stuck in a mental maze, endlessly spiraling? Sometimes an encouraging reminder helps. Be Sad, Keep Going is a mental health and wellness brand by Marina Miranda Creative that reminds you it's okay to feel sad as long as you keep moving forward. By embracing your emotions, you're not just improving your health, but rewriting the narrative for generations to come. Join the movement today and claim 10% off their range of apparel using code KEEPGOING10. That's KEEPGOING10 when you visit MarinaMirandaCreative.com. Be Sad, Keep Going is dedicated to improving mental health by reminding you of your resilience.
The award-winning 1017 The Truth proudly celebrates Women's History Month. Listen to one of our incredible Truth teammates highlight the remarkable achievements of Black women throughout history.
What's up, Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice. And for Women's History Month, I want to highlight my girl, one of my faves, Issa Rae. Issa Rae, born on January 12, 1985, is a multifaceted talent in the entertainment industry. Best known for her role as the creator and star of the HBO series Insecure, Issa Rae has become a prominent figure in reshaping narratives around contemporary Black experiences. Born in Los Angeles, Issa Rae developed her passion for storytelling at an early age. Her journey to prominence began with the creation of the web series The Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl in 2011, showcasing her unique comedic voice and garnering a dedicated online following. This success laid the foundation for Insecure, a critically acclaimed series that premiered on HBO in 2016. Issa Rae's portrayal of the lead character Issa D resonated with audiences, earning her widespread acclaim. Beyond acting, Issa Rae is a trailblazing producer committed to amplifying underrepresented voices in the industry. She founded Issa Rae Productions, contributing to projects like A Black Lady Sketch Show and Little, showcasing her dedication to fostering diversity and inclusion. In addition to her impact on screen, Issa Rae has received numerous accolades for her contributions, including Golden Globe nominations and Primetime Emmy Awards recognition. Her influence extends beyond entertainment, making her a powerful force in shaping the cultural landscape. Issa Rae's career exemplifies resilience, creativity, and a commitment to breaking barriers. So thank you, Issa Rae, for paving the way and being a beautiful representation for young women like me in the entertainment industry and beyond. We know you're always down to root for everybody Black.
Tune in to The Truth as we celebrate the greatness of Black women all month long. The celebration of women's history on The Truth is sponsored by the Milwaukee Police Department.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Olajuwon Ajanaku and Earl Cooper want to revolutionize golf fashion.
A lot of other golf brands you'll see golf/leisure wear, where ours is golf/streetwear.
That was Olajuwon Ajanaku, co-founder of Eastside Golf. By bringing in some of the style and trends that he and co-founder Earl Cooper like, they're making golf more diverse and more inclusive. Plus, they're bringing in partnerships with other sports.
It truly is very important to see representation in the game. When you look at golf itself, they sell to golfers. When we're coming in, we have the partnerships with NBA and MLB. We're talking to these other organizations that truly want to see golf expand.
Both Ajanaku and Cooper realized that by introducing more people to golf, they could be opening doors for those who might never have had an interest, particularly in the Black population. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, we all love our Milwaukee Bucks and the Antetokounmpo brothers. This is why we're excited to announce that The Truth is now the home of the Analysis podcast. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is teaming up with the Antetokounmpo brothers to form a championship duo. The Analysis podcast debuts Wednesday, April 3rd at 6 p.m. The show will air every Wednesday night right after the Tory Lowe Show. Hear from our guests like Buck star Giannis and Dame Stephen A. Smith and YouTube sensation Jake Paul and many more. Milwaukee Black Talk just keeps getting better. Milwaukee Brewers baseball is back, and you can hear the Brew Crew live on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth on Tuesday, April 2nd for the Milwaukee Brewers home opener. Listen to legendary voice Mr. Baseball himself, Bob Uecker, as the Milwaukee Brewers host our border rival to the west, the Minnesota Twins, at American Family Field. So do not miss Brewers baseball on The Truth. First pitch is set for 3:10 p.m. on Tuesday, April 2nd. Milwaukee Brewers baseball is live right here on 101.7 The Truth. The award-winning 101.7 The Truth proudly celebrates Women's History Month. Tune in all March as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of women throughout history. Follow The Truth on Facebook and Instagram as our very own Carrie Noni will interview history makers and share inspirational stories from the excellent women in our community that's doing great work. 101.7 The Truth celebration of Women's History Month is sponsored by the Milwaukee Police Department. Hey, look, joining me on the line is Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. All is well.
Hey, what's going on? What do you think about what's going on with the Diddy situation?
I mean, I think it's, it's a dead cat on the line, meaning that the catch-22 is just crazy to me how, Homeland Security is going after Diddy and there's 70 sealed names we still don't know from, the pedophile island case or whatever. But I'm taken back that they put his sons in handcuffs, like the egregiousness or how they ran up on him. And we know, there's other bigger individuals who P. Diddy was being a puppet for, like Clive Davis and,
the music industry,
the Royals. Correct. The Nickelodeon thing. Where is Homeland Security for the individuals that raped these the children that played on Nickelodeon?
Why they raiding their house?
A documentary about. Where is the 70,000 black women that go missing? Where's Homeland Security then? I mean, I'm raising an eyebrow because you have to think about, what were they going in to seize? The names and, to see what Diddy had to erase certain names, because we know one thing for sure and two for certain, that Diddy was dealing with the elites.
Right.
Any name that was big. Matter of fact, the only reason they dealt with Diddy because he was connected on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? The Royals, music, radio, TV. Everybody was at Diddy parties, even T.D. Jakes. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Just to name a few. So, I mean, I'm raising an eyebrow because, again, where was Homeland Security when the Catholic priest raped all of those children?
Yeah, where they round up for that?
I'm just talking about, like, Diddy he's a small fish in a big pond, and I'm just wondering, where is the names that were supposed to have been released, with Jeffrey Epstein? Where is the flight reports? Where is everybody that's supposed to have been arrested that we know was connected to Pedo Island? On top of the names that's supposed to be dropped. And now you have this situation that comes out about Diddy, and then a major bridge, a boat runs into this bridge in Boston.
Right.
So we can get ready for the food shortages and things like that. Again, America is known for creating its own atrocities to sway your attention somewhere else. But again, we have to think about this bridge that collapsed and people that are missing that was driving across that bridge. Again, tragedies of war. And we know America is known to not only bomb on its own soil with the 9/11, all of the black communities that was bombed, how we being tear gassed and how we're being overtaxed, and now there's squatters taking over U.S. citizens' houses and the U.S. citizens trying to take their house back, and the U.S. citizens going to jail for these illegals who have taken over their homes. I mean, Tory, you name it. This is the setup for this April 8th thing that I think also the government has a lot to do with. Again, this boat, this ship that just so happened to hit the Miller pillar of this bridge. But if you watch the bridge collapse, Tory, you can see fire like it was on pivotal points of this bridge, that the whole bridge collapsed like it was dynamite on this bridge. Okay? And then you see the ship, the lights go out like the glitch that y'all just had at the radio show. The lights go out on the ship, and then as soon as it hit this Miller pillar, then you see the lights come back on the ship and the smoke coming from it like the engine was cut. And it goes back to, you know, them being able to control the cars, how they got, you know, certain systems set in place where they can just turn things off and stop you from going in certain places and spaces. When you think about the collapse of this bridge, think about, you know, what's next. The shortages of food, who can't cross that bridge, economics, we got the food, the places where the pigs are being slaughtered and things like that being burned up, blowed up, shut down. Again, you know, it sounds like a setup to me. And I think every American citizens really need to understand. There's a book that's out here. It's called Silent Weapon for Silent Wars, that America's been known to play these games. You know, again, they said, let no tragedy go to waste. So they're going to utilize it. I think right now it's about the importance of our attention, because where your attention go, your energy flow. And right now they want individuals to be up in arms. They put us in the worst situations. You know, I was listening to Al, and I mean, America has made you who you are. America has made me who I am. So when you say that they don't have the power to make somebody do something, that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you put individuals, when we're talking about the hip-hop, the homosexuality that's being pushed in hip-hop, they preying on children. These are young people that's coming in. Diddy was preyed on by Clive. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many individuals that was preyed on by certain individuals and put in certain situations. I don't care who you say you are, especially as a black person and being in America. Everything that you had to deal with, you were forced to. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you think about that logic, then you make it make sense. You want to play your own mind and say that you got control of certain things. But a lot of individuals who are out here homosexual because homosexuality was forced on them. You understand what I'm saying? Like when we're talking about the children that the priest raped, all of those kids who had to deal with that sexual violation, that everybody, especially black folks, who was put on breeding farms and was raped and robbed and pillaged. Of course, there's going to be squatter laws inside the U.S. because everybody here that's not original to this planet is an illegal immigrant, and they were squatters too because it's originally our land. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to make it make sense. And stop trying to make it seem like we have this much power, because if we had that much power, why are we in the predicament we in?
I guess 7285 says, can you finish the message from my ear? Before the power went out at my ear. This is what Felix said in the chat. I'm at Myers, and they have a little stand with the glasses, selling them so you can look at the total eclipse. I don't know. I love my eyesight. What do you think about what's going on? They're saying be prepared for the eclipse in April.
I think there's warning before destruction. I think everybody should. You know, we've been talking about it since the pandemic.
Right.
You know, everybody should have water because you don't know what's coming. Again, the way when they're on top of you, it's too late. You know, so preparation is key, because we always reactionary. And again, we know if you've read any of the books that speaks to you about how wars started and things like that, you know that there's several phases What you don't want to do is get caught up in the 1 and 2 phase, which is trying to go to a grocery store, fighting with somebody to get water, to get, food and things like that, when you can miss the phase 1 and 2 by preparing yourself ahead of time. So you should have like walkie-talkies, candles, perishable food items, canned goods. You should be prepared for whatever's coming, because America is the way that it's happening now. Ain't no telling where it's going, Tory, to be totally honest with you, because everything is irate at this point, and ain't no telling what's coming.
8211 says they watched the video of the boat hitting the bridge and they didn't see any fire. That's what they said on the lines.
Tell them to pay attention to the top of each point of that bridge. Tell them just Google it or go on Instagram or X, because they're showing massive clips. Where is the smoke and the sparks coming from? At the end of the day, the bottom line is, this is major. Get ready for food shortages, or them saying, consuming whatever. However, make sure that you just paying attention and you're ready for what's to come.
Right.
So you don't get caught off guard.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's the main idea.
We always talked about being prepared, but now this eclipse, they're saying a lot of things about this eclipse, and when they start posting be prepared, it's two things that they are sticking out there. How to view it, take precaution, and then what if the internet access go down? Like what just happened during the show when I was trying to read the chat. But thank God we was prepared. Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash Giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because our home policies help protect your dreams and come with peace of mind. Save up to 25% by bundling home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Discounts may not apply to all coverages on an auto or home policy. Discounts do not apply to life insurance policies. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, American Family Life Insurance Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth Community Spotlight this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tory Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. We will be speaking with Milwaukee Police Department Captain Mahia about her journey through law enforcement and the importance of police building legitimacy in the community. Again, that's the Community Spotlight with the Milwaukee Police Department this Wednesday at 3:57 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Looking for natural solutions to ease your mind and body? Find your calm and get cozy at Torch CBD with their hemp-infused teas, or boost your health with broad-spectrum CBD products from CBD-infused cooking oil, honey and coffee, to body creams, edibles, and smokable flower. Torch CBD, located at 3419 West State Street in Milwaukee, is ready to help with all your trauma, anxiety, and sleep issues. Stop by Torch CBD today and relax your mind.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I take a win. 101, The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown. Hey, look, a lot of people are discussing a lot of things that's going on in America right now. But where should we be right now? Where should our energy and focus be right now?
Being in your higher self, understanding, being prepared, knowing that what's to come. Again, with that bridge in Baltimore, that was a port, which is going to skyrocket prices for everybody. The main idea is just to make sure that you are in connection with the people that you care about the most, and y'all have what y'all need in case the phones go out. Again, we've been having glitches for a minute of people's phones going out. They've been giving us the warnings and things about what's to come. It's time to mentally prepare yourself. Again, get in tune with yourself and the people around you that's closest to you, just so you are prepared when things go down, so you don't lose your cool. Because, again, if you get emotional, you already lost the game. You're going to have a clear head, and you're going to have to be able to think when tragedy hits. Because, again, we have to make sure we understand that if the power do go out, if the energy goes out, we're surrounded by illegals, who already causing havoc. You know what I'm saying? Do you have the essentials that you need for you to protect you and your family at these pivotal times? Because they're already telling you that there's a shortage in policing, there's a shortage in the ambulance. They already telling you that, gas and things. If the electric goes out, Tory, how are you supposed to get gas? Because you're putting your debit card in there. You got to think about certain things. Get some candles, get some water, get some canned goods. Just make sure that you're straight. Again, there's three major phases. You want to miss out on as many as you possibly can of not being out in the streets and things. And as always, I'm going to tell you, get grounded. You get a chance, get out in nature, get your mind right, so you can survive whatever it is coming. We all feel it. Some know the way, but we don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Just prepare yourself.
Al said, ask Elizabeth Brown, can another woman force you to deal with her in a
Tell Al I was forced as a 7-year-old. I was raped. So in the reality, yes, somebody can. And as an adult, if they have more power than you, yes, they can. It's possible.
All right. Hey, look, I appreciate you for tapping in today, Elizabeth Brown. Thank you for being on the front lines. As usual, we got a lot of work to do.
As always, King, one love.
All right. All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory Lowe from 104, let's get it.
All right, Truth Nation, I appreciate y'all for tapping in the show today. Join me tomorrow for another powerful conversation. Hey, look, y'all be safe. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend. Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production. Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week, Marcus and his son Chris are joined by Turner Sports senior NBA insider Chris Haynes.
He wants this thing to work so well, talking about, with the Bucks and particularly with Giannis.
Find Here District now on Bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get